What is up, guys? We are on the fourth shelf of my sci-fi horror collection. Starting off here with Starship Troopers. I consider this to be a very good sci-fi horror type movie, for sure. I remember when I was a kid, I thought this was like going to be one of those stupid kind of teen things. It's definitely not. It's definitely a hard R, that's for sure. And it earned it. And this one has a phenomenal cast, kind of one of those under the radar type of movies that is just extremely, extremely good. Then we have Starship Troopers 3 Marauder. Has the lenticular cover. This is nowhere near as good as the first one. The first one in this, I haven't seen the second one, but yeah, this one is nowhere near as good as the first one. Not even the same director. You know, it's just, you know, sometimes this is one of those instances where sequel is definitely nowhere near the original. Then we have Crywolf. Very mediocre slasher movie. Not that great. More of a, I believe this was pretty much a straight to DVD release, if I remember correctly. But yeah, this wasn't very good. I wouldn't go out of my way to watch this. Then we have Frailty with Bill Paxton and Matthew McConaughey. An amazing movie. If you've not seen this movie, you need to check this out. This is definitely a one-of-a-kind type of movie. Bill Paxton does great. Matthew McConaughey does great. I mean, just wow is all I can say to this. Then we have The Ruins. I remember this was in the theater. This was not good either. It's just one of those gore for gore's sake type movies. Not that interesting. Not missing much if you don't see this. I know for all the hardcore horror fans, you'll definitely want to check this out, though, I'm sure. Then we have the Omen remake. Never seen the originals, but was not impressed with this at all. And I was a big Julia Stiles fan, which made me go and see this in the theater even. And this disappointed me. It was not very interesting at all. 110 minutes long. So yeah, meh. Next is Dragon Wars D-War. You know, again, this was back before I had Netflix, so I was just buying everything that was a new release that looked interesting. And looked interesting, was not interesting. Wish I hadn't bought it. Not good at all. Jason Behr from Roswell was the reason I bought it. You know, with Robert Forster in it as well, and it's just not good. So not good. Then we have The Sixth Sense with Bruce Willis and Haley Joel Osment. Not an M. Night Shyamalan fan, but I did enjoy this movie. Way better than Unbreakable. Can never go wrong with some Bruce Willis. But, yeah, this was good. The twist at the end was great. You know, probably the only good movie of Haley Joel Osment's besides Pay It Forward that I'll actually enjoy. Then we have Serenity, which is the movie sequel pretty much of Firefly, the series. This was way better than the TV series. I was not a fan of Firefly at all. But this was actually really, really good. Very well done. Better budget. You know, Summer Glau is awesome in this movie. Worth checking out if you haven't seen it before. You do not need to see the series to understand this movie. Then we have Godzilla. This is the Roland Emmerich version. I saw the steelbook for this at Best Buy for $60. it is not worth $60. But if you find it in a $5 bin or on Blu-ray for cheap at a Goodwill or something like that, it's worth checking out, even on a streaming site. But I would never pay $60 for this. I love Roland Emmerich movies, but no way. And then next we have, oh, this ain't sticking here, the Amityville Horror. I enjoyed this movie. Ryan Reynolds did great in this. Never seen the originals, so don't know how they compare. But worth checking out if you haven't seen it before. Comment down below if you've seen the originals. I would like to know if they are worth watching or not. Then we have The Village. Pretty solid movie as well. I enjoyed it. You know, M. Night Shyamalan is one of those hit or miss directors. Early on, he was hitting a lot more than he is lately. But yeah, this is worth checking out. I mean, it's a fun watch if you haven't seen it before. Then we have Godsend with Robert De Niro, Greg Kinnear, and Rebecca Ramon Stamos. I actually enjoyed this movie very much. Very well done. Cast was phenomenal. You know, Robert De Niro was in his prime right here, in my opinion. Yeah, I'm not a huge Greg Kinnear fan, though, but, you know, such is life. Good movie, though. Check it out. Then we have The Strangers with Scott Speedman and Liv Tyler. Very, very good horror slasher movie. They made a sequel to this, which I haven't seen. Comment down below if you've seen the sequel to this and whether or not it's worth checking out. I've seen it on Amazon for cheap, but I haven't pulled the trigger on it. But this was a very solid watch. If you've never seen this before, you definitely need to check this out. It will surprise you for sure. Then we have The Ring. Classic horror at its best right here. Very well done. Remake of a Japanese horror movie. I mean, you know, this one even surprised me. I got this in off of eBay for a penny. And I thought that it was like, oh, it might not be that good, but for a penny, why not? And definitely worth a penny for sure. Then we have The Ring 2. Just as good as the first one, in my opinion. Not a lot worse or anything of that nature. So, worth checking out as well, if you haven't seen it before. Then we have The Reaping with Hilary Swank. I'll be honest, I don't really remember a lot about this movie. It's been a long time since I've watched it. When was this released? 2007, yeah, so it's been a long time since I've watched this movie. I mean, the director and the cast. Oh, Idris Elba was in this. I might have to rewatch this. But yeah, I mean, I guess check this out. I know I'm gonna have to recheck this out. I do like the cover of this though. Then we have The Eye with Jessica Alba. I hated this movie. This is when every studio was trying to remake all these Japanese horror movies because The Grudge did so well and The Ring did so well, so why not do The Eye? And this one was dumb. Not a fan. Love Jessica Alba, but no. Then we have One Missed Call. A solid horror movie here as well. Worth checking out. Only watched it once, so don't remember too much about it, but I do remember it was a solid, scary movie. Then we have Dracula 2000. I enjoyed this movie. The cast was amazing. I liked Gerard Butler as Dracula as well. This was Omar Epps when he was in his prime as well. I mean, just a terrific cast. I don't remember how well this did in the theaters, but definitely worth checking out. Then we have Planet Terror. This and Death Proof came out to get the same year. You know, they were part of the Grindhouse double feature set stuff or whatever. This was the better of the two by far. I hated Death Proof. But yeah, this was a solid kind of sci-fi-ish kind of Grindhouse action horror flick, all mixed into one. I mean, this had an amazing cast compared to Death Proof as well. I mean, it was outlandish, but that's what this movie was supposed to be anyway. But it was a fun watch. Then we have George A. Romero's Land of the Dead. Classic horror zombie movies here. Preferred the Zack Snyder Dawn of the Dead just because it had the running zombies, but this one had the gore as well. It's just it had the walking zombies. But can never go wrong with a good zombie movie if it's done correctly and not cheaply and not dumb. And then lastly, we have I Know What You Did Last Summer and I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. Both very solid slasher horror movies. Worth checking out if you're a fan of Scream and whatnot. If you've never seen them before, definitely check these out. You'll enjoy them. I forgot where I got this double pack from, but it's nice. But that does it for this shelf. If you like content like this, please like and subscribe. Your support is much appreciated. I'm also over on Letterboxd. The link is over in the profile description of my channel here. Otherwise, until next time, guys.